In the sweltering heat of ancient Egypt, a shocking succession shook the very foundations of power. A child, barely 8 years old, was catapulted to the throne, leaving behind a legacy of uncertainty and intrigue. This is the story of Tutankhamun, the boy king who would defy convention and challenge the gods. Meet the youngest ruler in Egyptian history, whose life was marked by tragedy, mystery, and an untimely demise that would captivate the world centuries later. As the sun set over the Nile River, a new era dawned on ancient Egypt. The young pharaoh Tutankhamun, barely a teenager at the time, stood poised to restore the revered traditions of his ancestors. His father's radical departure from the old ways had left the land in turmoil, and it was up to Tutankhamun to set things right. With Ai by his side, a trusted advisor who would become his successor, Tutankhamun embarked on a bold campaign to revive the worship of Amun, the mighty god of Thebes. He ordered the construction of grand temples and shrines, where priests could perform their sacred rituals anew. And as he did, the land began to heal, the people's spirits lifted by the familiar comforts of old. But this was no ordinary revival, it was a battle for the very soul of Egypt. For in restoring the old ways, Tutankhamun would also be rewriting his own destiny. In the dimly lit chambers of his palace, Tutankhamun's thoughts were consumed by the tragedy that had befallen him. The memories of his 2 daughters, born to him and his half-sister Nacimiento, still lingered like a faint whisper in the wind. Their lives, snuffed out far too soon, left only sorrow and longing in their wake. As he walked through the halls, his gait was hampered by the ache in his foot, a constant reminder of his own mortality. The weight of his responsibilities as pharaoh, coupled with the loss of his children, seemed almost too much to bear. And yet, Tutankhamun persevered, driven by a deep sense of duty and devotion to his people. But the shadows cast by these events would forever darken the halls of his heart. As the scorching desert sun beats down upon the ancient sands, a far-off echo whispers tales of Tutankhamun's final days. A life cut short by the cruel hand of fate, his premature demise shrouded in mystery. But what secrets lie beneath the surface? For too long, historians have struggled to unravel the tangled threads of this enigmatic pharaoh's terminal illness. Was it the crippling deformity in his left foot, a constant reminder of his own mortality? Or perhaps the debilitating osteonecrosis that left him reliant on the support of cane and staff? The whispers speak of malaria, a curse that ravaged his body and soul, as if the very desert itself had turned against him. Yet, in the twilight of his life, Tutankhamun's thoughts were consumed by the burden of his own legacy, a weighty cross he could hardly bear. And so, with each labored breath, he succumbed to the inevitable, his body yielding to the merciless forces that had beset him from the start. The curtain fell on a life marked by tragedy and heartbreak, as the desert swallowed its secrets whole. In the sweltering Egyptian desert, where the sun beats down relentlessly, a team of excavators had been digging for months. Led by Howard Carter, a British archaeologist with a keen eye and unwavering determination, they were on a mission to uncover the secrets of ancient Egypt's most mysterious pharaoh, Tutankhamun. Little did they know that their quest would soon yield one of the most sensational discoveries in history. It was 1922, and Carter had been searching for years, poring over dusty texts and scouring the desert sands for any sign of the boy king's tomb. And then, on November 4th, it happened. A faint glimmer of gold caught Carter's eye, nestled deep within the sand. The thrill of discovery coursed through his veins as he carefully brushed away the dirt, revealing the first hints of a sarcophagus. It was a moment that would change the course of history forever. In the sweltering heat of November 1922, a team of archaeologists led by Howard Carter made history. For over 4 years, they had been digging at the Valley of the Kings, searching for the tomb of an ancient pharaoh. And then, it happened. A sudden discovery that would shake the world to its core. The tomb of Tutankhamun, boy king of Egypt, was found. But what lay within the tomb's stone walls was a secret so tantalizing, so mesmerizing, that it would captivate the hearts and minds of people everywhere.